Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. So, just got back from the theater watching Violent Night, starring David Harbour from Stranger Things fame. This film also had Beverly D'Angelo. That's the actress who I was wondering who it was. My God, this film had such a great, folks, full freaking disclosure. This film was freaking awesome. I will be doing non-spoiler before or when I get started, so spoiler free. And then when I am ready to jump into spoilers, I will switch it over to spoiler. That's how I do it with these live reviews, so you can watch however much you want, and you know where I am while I'm doing it. So before I get started, smash that like button, share the stream out. Y'all know the drill. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Violent Night, I really do like the premise of the story. The hilarity in this movie is absolute. There are some moments that make a person think, could it have a little bit of woke elements in it? However, it is not overt. If that is indeed the case, it isn't overt. So I will let it slide. This movie was a bloody massacre of mayhem, and I love every single second of it. I absolutely do. The fact of that this movie is a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie. And it is a movie that if you like blood, guts, gore, and all that shit, it's for you, man. Yeah. Holy crap. I mean, seriously. David Harbour playing Santa Claus is a Santa Claus that I would definitely believe in. They have a nice, interesting backstory as well. The little girl, she and David Harbour were indeed the best acting in this film. The other acting that was good in this film was Beverly D'Angelo's character as well. Aside from those three, John Leguizamo, he does pretty good acting himself, but being completely honest, his acting could have been a little bit better. I don't know who plays the little girl, but she did a wonderful job playing the young girl. This movie, seriously, folks, it was a great freaking movie. I loved every freaking moment of it. This movie starts out with a great laugh. It starts out with basically a story of, is this Santa's last ride? Because he feels like he's disenfranchised. It's a kind of, what's the fucking point anymore? Cash or video games. That's all they ever fucking want. I mean, there are scenes in this movie that if you're turning on your woke radar, you're probably gonna see woke where there isn't any. I mean, maybe one scene could possibly be construed as woke, but that's about it. But I will save it for the spoiler review part. The writing of this film is great. I mean, whoever wrote this film did a great job doing it. A few moments here or there that could have been better. The acting, like I said, great acting. I love how the score throughout this film is done in a way that's Christmas Carol-y. doesn't smash you over the head with Christmas carols, but it's Christmas carols that are done in such a slow or different way that doesn't make it overtly Christmas. However, when they get into heavy action sequences, it really does a wonderful job. The violence factor in this film is so freaking great. I mean, everybody in the theater walked away from this movie with a smile on their face. Every person in the theater that I was at, nobody hated this film. I mean, I saw friends there that I haven't seen in decades. God bless my friends and his kid that dropped by. They pay attention to the channel, so shout out to you guys, Brandon and his son. But yeah, this film, holy crap, I really liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The direction, the setting, the effects that they have for this film, they have some digital effects that are a little bit iffy. However, holy crap, this film is not, I mean, honestly, I do think that this film should be award worthy if award ceremonies actually meant anything nowadays. But holy crap, I really did enjoy this film. I know I've been saying that a lot. It's because it's freaking true. This film was one that if you need to go to the theater just to wind down, have a great laugh, and fucking just get away from the rigors of reality, holy shit, is this film the right one to do it? You will laugh your ass off. The comedy in this movie works. I mean, it is just so freaking overt in some areas. I love how the little girl takes cues from Home Alone in certain or in scenes. It's just so freaking great. And this girl is sociopath or psychotic in some of what she does. But this film is a great example of escapism that needs to continue. Like I said, there's a little bit of things in it that are iffy when it comes to any sort of possible narrative pushing. However, I don't. It's not so overt that it takes you out of the film, except for one scene, which, as I said, I will touch on when I hit the spoiler review. The action in this is, oh my god. Whoever did the choreography for this film deserves a fucking award. Not an award given by those shill idiots at the Academy. I'm talking about one of actual appreciation for their craft. Holy crap, this film just worked. Soul Assassin, good to see you. How you doing? But yeah, one of the things, hold on one moment. I need a sip of water. Morning to sip, I know. But yeah, this whole freaking movie, it had the right amount of overt comedy and the right amount of action. And seriously, it deserves high praise. Objectively, this film is an 8.5 to a 9. The only real harm that this film has in any sort of unbiased manner is that there's a little bit wonky what's it called? Digital effects. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. But other than that, holy crap, this film succeeded in its purpose. Got asses in seats, and it got people laughing and enjoying the theater once again. I didn't check my phone. I didn't, except for once when I had to, or when it was getting close to the end to make sure that I knew when I was going to be home. But that was about it. But yeah, this film, man, holy smokes. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I can't talk too much about it. I mean, it's basically a rich family held hostage by a guy with a group, and this guy hates Christmas, and Santa's the fucking puns in this film is just so great. Die Hard with Santa Claus, what's not to like? Oh, this is way more than Die Hard, man. This is like freaking God of War violence in a Christmas movie, and I absolutely love it. This is a movie that puts freaking horror movies with high gore factor to shame. I absolutely love it. But yeah, subject of it is beyond a 10. This is like a 10 million out of 10. It was that good. I loved this movie. Moviegoer, it's a 10 out of 10. It really is this or that great. And Soul Assassin, yeah, can't wait to see the movie. It seriously is. It's that good. The story is great. It doesn't take you out of it too much. It does get a little bit predictable. I mean, it's like, okay, the only way that this person knows this stuff is if he would have a certain amount of knowledge from the inside. So I'm guessing this is where it's going. And it did. I mean, it's predictable, but it's still so good. The only thing you can't predict is the gore factor of the violence. I mean, unless they absolutely give you the drop dead hint. And in a couple of scenes they do, it's like, oh, you know that's going to come into play. Fucking hell, man. I really enjoyed this film. I mean, holy crap. If I didn't have anything to do tomorrow, I would be going to the theater to watch this film again. It is that good. This is definitely going to get my purchase from Universal. Universal did a great job with this. So, yes, those are the scores. I'm going to move over to spoiler review now. So if you don't want to be spoiled, beat feet, kick rocks, whatever. Soul Assassin, definitely scoot, because I don't want you to be spoiled with this. Thank you for coming in, bud. But yes, spoilers coming in 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, spoilers. Holy shit. So yeah, this movie really I like how it's the Santa Claus in crisis. He's like, what's the fucking point anymore? These kids just want and take with no thought of giving anymore. He's a Santa Claus in crisis. And they have so much fucking Christmas puns. This little girl that played the main girl, she was so great. But David Harbour as a Santa that's just fucking fed up is so freaking great. He's in England. The beginning is so freaking hilarious, where he just freaking spews all over a woman who just realized that she had just served the Santa at a bar, and it's like he literally pukes over the side of his fucking reindeer sleigh, and it lands on her. It's like, oh my god, that is so freaking hilarious, but disgusting at the same time. When he is fighting these people, there's a reason why he is so freaking dangerous. I absolutely love it. How you doing, Tim Talk? Good to see you, buddy. I mean, you wonder, there's a scene where it shows David Harbour as a freaking like raider, a village raider. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? Why are we? Oh, is this what he was like before he was Chris Kringle? I mean, dude, this is just so freaking great. Now, the couple scenes where it gets questionable was where the dad of the girl drops the truth bomb on the kid. It's like, he's not real. He's made up. Yada yada. And he doesn't just stop there, he goes all the way with it. It's kind of an asshole thing to do, really. That's the one thing that I thought was absolutely fucking cruel to do, especially in this movie. But it also does work to a point because of what they're trying to do with it. And the other thing that I think may have been a insert to whatever reason was Santa pissing over the side of his sleigh in Washington, D.C. He's literally, he whips it out and just sprinkles, or tinkles rather. But yeah, oh my God. Other than that, this movie was so fucking great. The violence factor. He was a village raider. He was violent in his past. That is why he is so able to be so bloody and cruel and violent in this film. And I absolutely love it. It gives a good way, or it gives a good explanation as to why he is the way he is. And that just fucking works. Now, this movie is absolutely perfect for people to just unwind in. Like I said, they have a good cast. I mean, the guy that Brendan Fletcher, man, who's been in movies like goddamn Freddy versus Jason. Sorry, I blanked on it. He plays the brother that knows all about Freddy and whatnot. He is in this film, barely recognizable. They do some seriously twisted shit with the violence in this. It's almost as if they wanted to go for an NC-17. I mean, this movie was pure greatness. Now, I know I swear a lot in this, and I'm sorry for those of you who may be sensitive, but honestly, this movie is so flippin' phenomenal. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Anyway, I don't want to give too much spoilers away, but yeah, John Leguizamo's end in this film is so freaking spectacular. That was one of the main reasons why I went to this movie, was to see how John Leguizamo would get his ass kicked and killed in this film. And I absolutely love how it happens. I knew how it was going to happen as soon as I saw where they were at and what was going on. And it's like, oh yeah, I think I get it. And lo and behold, it didn't disappoint. I'm not going to spoil it because you guys got to see this movie. I very much recommend that anybody who hasn't seen this movie see this movie, because really it is that good. I mean, there really isn't any excuse not to see this movie. I wouldn't bring little kids to see this movie. This movie is definitely not for little kids. I didn't see a single little kid at the theater, so good on the people who went there. But yeah, folks, Violent Night is definitely a good movie. Objectively, it is an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. The CGI gets a little bunky here and there. That's about it. Other than that, the film had a couple of problems with it. How you doing, Fierce Apathetic Black Queen? Good to see you. But yes, other than that, and a couple of wonky scenes here and there that may have been suggestive, but not totally overt. That doesn't really take out any points for me, really. Subjective with bias, this movie, like I said, it's a 10 million out of 10. Holy crap. I mean, it's really is that good. I thoroughly enjoy this film. As for moviegoer, it is absolutely a 10 out of 10. Violent Night is a movie that I think everybody should see. Not their little kids, though. This movie isn't for little kids. This movie is strictly for adults who have a sick, twisted sense of humor that will absolutely love the hell out of this film. But do not take my word for it. These are only my my thoughts and my own opinions. I do suggest that people always go to the theaters to watch the movies themselves, make up their own decisions, their own minds. And yeah, this movie was pure awesome. Anyway, folks, that is going to be the review. Thank you so much for Fierce Apathetic Black Queen, Tim Stock, and Soul Assassin for dropping into the live review. And if you liked it, please feel free to leave a like on the way out and share out the stream so people can see it. Because every time I share a stream on my Twitter, I'm not seen. I am shadow banned, and I don't think that Elon Musk is moving fast enough. But yeah, Santa Claus meets Tom Cruise movies and James Bond films. Oh, they also put in freaking humongous horror gore in this film. Yes, you definitely do need to watch this film, Apathetic Black Queen. But thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Anyway, this has been Orange Hat Reviews, folks. Have a wonderful night. Happy holidays. Tune in for Tuesday morning's Christmas mystery review. Hope to see you all then. Anyway, folks, stay humble.